What's up, everybody? This is Bruce, aka Geektacular, and today I have another unboxing for you. Today I'm going to be unboxing this Star Wars The Force Awakens 3-book set. So if you haven't seen any of these books, I actually have a previous unboxing from a long time ago, from when The Force Awakens first came out, of Rey's survival guide. But since then, I've actually found this box set that has her survival guide, the Poe Dameron flight log, and a third book called Aliens and Ships of the Galaxy. They're kind of Star Wars reference books that are aimed at slightly younger readers, but they have a lot of cool stuff in them, and it was actually cheaper to just buy this 3-book set instead of the books individually. So if you are interested in one or more of these books, you should try to see if you can track down this release, because it's actually normally cheaper to get all 3 books in this cool hard box set versus buying them one by one. So I wanted to go ahead and just take a look at this and do a quick unboxing, because I don't think a lot of people on YouTube that I've seen have picked this up or shown sort of what it contains. So I just wanted to kind of give you guys a good look. Alright, so it comes shrink wrapped in this big hard box set. But I don't see any stickers or anything like that on the outside. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and open the shrink wrap here. See if I can do that without needing a knife or anything. It already had a slight tear in it when it was shipped to me. I don't know if that happened during shipping or just general shelf wear or something like that. But that's okay, it's just on the outside. The box itself is slightly dinged up as well, but it's kind of like a hard box, so sometimes those do get a ding or something in the corner. Honestly, I'm not too worried about it. So let me go ahead and show you the outer box. Again, it's really thick and really hard, and it has 3 books and 2 posters, I believe. But let me show you the outside of the box here. Cool artwork of Rey and Poe and the Millennium Falcon, and then a couple of other aliens here at the bottom. This is the guy who's giving out rations on Jakku. And then at the top here, we have the Star Wars logo, and this is all printed in like a glossy wrap around the box, and none of it's embossed or anything. So this is all just kind of flat, glossy print. So on the side here, you see Star Wars 3-book gift set by Studio Fun. And on the bottom here are the actual fine print, pricing and all that stuff. It's not nearly this much these days. If you can find it in stock somewhere, I got this for like $8. So brand new from Amazon. So yeah, if you want, you can look up this ISBN or UPC to try to locate it. You can probably, as of 2017, almost 2018 now, I found it for much cheaper than this. But eventually I assume it'll probably be out of print, and you might end up having to pay more. So just FYI. So there's the side. Let me show you the back here. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There we go. So you can buy these 3 books individually, but like I said, you get 2 double-sided posters with this, and you get all 3 of the books from this series that are based on The Force Awakens. And The Last Jedi was just released prior to me filming this unboxing, and there's actually another, they're basically called Replica journals. So if you look up Star Wars Replica journal, you'll be able to find this series. And there's actually one coming out, at least one, from The Last Jedi about Rose's sister, the bombardier person. Her sister who does bomb stuff, basically, at the very beginning of The Last Jedi. So yeah, if you like the kind of the style of these and you like The Last Jedi, you should check that out. So let's go ahead and check out the actual contents. Let's go take this out. And this, again, is just black on the inside, and it is very hard, very sturdy, so that's good. I'll set that over here. So here is the first poster. These are apparently both double-sided posters. They're pretty big, so I'll see if I can give you an idea of what they're like. So they're kind of rectangular. This one is an Aliens of the Galaxy one here, and it has a couple of these little multi-paragraph things here that talk about the different, some of the different aliens. And then this one has the same aliens, but instead of having info, it just has basically pictures of them. And it's kind of glossy, thick material. So it's not thin, it's actually, feels like almost like photo paper or something. It's glossy and pretty thick. So that just folds up like that. So that's the first one. So you have one poster for Aliens of the Galaxy, and I'm guessing this one is for Ships of the Galaxy. Let's see. And these all came out with The Force Awakens, so these are going to be kind of Force Awakens-centric info. So this one is laid out the same way, so it's a big, thick, glossy poster, and this one has schematics of a couple of the different ships, vehicles that are featured in A Force Awakens, and then on the back side here, there's, I think these are actually... Oh no, I think these are the same ships, just with photos and different info instead of the blueprints. So, yeah, so you get another poster here, Ships of the Galaxy, which is very cool. So let's start here. This is the first book. I actually have a more detailed unboxing and sort of details video about this book on my channel already from a couple years ago when this movie first came out. So if you want to see sort of a really in-depth unboxing of this, you can check that out. But just to show you, these are categorized by the company that makes them as replica journals. So it's basically meant to look like literally a handwritten journal from Rey. So it's meant to seem like it's Rey's actual journal that she writes in on Jakku. And it actually has a lot of interesting details in it that aren't mentioned in the movie that are technically canon. I believe these should be considered canon as far as I know. And so they have drawings. Everything is in this like handwritten style, and all the artwork and stuff is either sketched like this one, or it looks like it's like been taped in with tape like this. And it's essentially supposed to be kind of a chronicle of Rey's life on Jakku, her notes about stuff on Jakku, the ship graveyard. There's a lot of details about stuff that's kind of mentioned in the movie, but is never really covered. Just a lot of like background info, background facts, and I just love sort of the way that it's like laid out. It really feels like you're like reading her journal, and even has these fold out things like this too. So I just really like mostly the idea of the replica journal, because it's kind of like you're holding something that, you know, they would have written in, or their kind of private notes and things like that. So it's just really cool. All three of these books are hardcover, and they have this like glossy hardcover here. And I think they're all about the same length. This one I think is maybe like, I don't know if it says in here how many pages it is. I think it's like 100 pages, something like that. So it's not like crazy big, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, and just a lot of various things to read about. So this is Rey's survival guide. So this is kind of Rey's journal here. And then this one is the Poe Dameron flight logs. This is basically Poe's journal, kind of a replica of what his journal would be like. So this one is all, it has a totally glossy hardcover. This one has a hardcover that the white part in the back is matte, but all the graphics and stuff, as you can see when I run the light over it here, is glossy. And I actually have not read this one yet. I wanted to pick this up, and then I realized I could get the whole box set for less. At least in the end of 2017 I could. So, these are basically supposed to look like profiles, printouts, models of different stuff. And then they have like communication copies. And there's even cool stuff like this, apparently, where this would be like a replica maintenance report for the T-70. And so this is pointing out all the different parts of the ship that are overdue for maintenance for Poe's ship and things like that. You get technical specifications for a bunch of the different ships. And it has transcripts of Poe's flight recorder as well. So there's probably stuff in here that there's actually probably all this is not in the movie, I would think. But it's info that is kind of filled in or expanded upon in here. Like, stuff like that is just cool. It doesn't really, it's not much extra info or anything, but it's just kind of cool that it looks like a little projection there. And so you get a lot of info about his time in Yavin 4, Black 1, stuff about BB-8, all that good stuff. So, kind of similar to Ray's, but it done in a little bit different style, but still kind of meant to be a compilation of background info, thoughts, and technical stuff regarding Poe. So the last book here is one that I didn't particularly care about. I didn't particularly want to pick it up, but like I said, it was cheaper to buy the 3 set than to basically just buy this one extra book separately. So I figure I might as well give it a shot. It is Star Wars, Aliens, and Ships of the Galaxy. It is a little bit skinnier than the other 2 books, similar length. There's the side there. Here's the back. So I guess maybe at one point this was 2 different books, Aliens of the Galaxies and Ship of the Galaxy, but they put them together in one book. I can't imagine how short those would have been, because this one is pretty small. But let's take a look. So this one actually, it's hardcover as well, but this one has kind of thicker, glossy pages. And again, this is kind of just like an info book for younger readers, so there's not much extra info or anything like that. But there are some cool images of a bunch of the characters from actually across the series, in addition to The Force Awakens. So this has stuff from the original trilogy as well, Ewoks and things like that. And then some info there. I don't actually know, I'm trying to see if I can focus this for you. Yeah, I don't actually know if there's any additional info. I haven't read this yet. I'm betting probably not. But there is at least a lot of background info on some of the more, or some of the less talked about alien races and stuff like that. So maybe there's some stuff in here that you didn't know prior to this. And it does give some kind of facts and things like that. So even though it's not the most technical or the most verbose of the reference books, it does appear to have a little bit of info about a lot of things, basically. So yeah, you never know. You might find something in here that that you did not know before. And then the last page goes straight to the back cover. So this is actually affixed to the back cover here. So yeah, that is basically it. So if you're looking to pick up one of these books, I would kind of implore you to just look for this box set. It's a little bit hard to find. I don't think it was really widely distributed, but I was able to find it on Amazon and found mention of it on the Wikia, the Star Wars Wikia, in addition to 1 or 2 other places. But it was not, I don't think it was sold in a whole lot of locations. So you might have a little bit of trouble, but if you look it up by this ISBN and or UPC code, you could probably locate it. So yeah, thanks everybody for watching this. If you like this unboxing, go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. That would be awesome. And if you like these kinds of unboxings, if you like sci-fi unboxings, movie unboxings, video games, anime, kaiju, collectibles, any of that kind of stuff, go go ahead and click subscribe down below, and also be sure to hit that notification bell down below so you won't miss any of my future content. So thanks a lot for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you next time.